Imagine a place where winter lasts for months, a land of ice, rock, and endless forests, where temperatures plunge to 40 degrees below zero. In this unforgiving wilderness, known as the Russian Taiga, survival is a daily war. Most creatures flee the cold or sleep through it, but one predator embraces it. It moves through the deep snow with the silence of a ghost and the power of a locomotive. This is the Siberian tiger. Also known as the Amur tiger, it is the undisputed king of the East. While lions claim the savannas of Africa, this beast rules the frozen edge of the world. Today, we journey into the heart of Russia to uncover the secrets of the largest, most powerful, and most elusive cat on the planet. To understand the Siberian tiger, we must first respect its sheer scale. This is not just a big cat, it is a giant. Their full-grown male can weigh up to 320 kilograms, that is over 700 pounds. They are comparable to a small car in weight, yet they move with the grace of a dancer. From nose to tail, they can measure nearly 3.5 meters. If a Siberian tiger stood on its hind legs, it would tower over the tallest human beings on Earth. But it's not just about size, it's about raw power. Their bodies are solid muscle. A single swipe of a Siberian tiger's paw carries enough force to shatter the skull of a cow or break the spine of a wild boar. Their bite force is estimated at 1,000 psi, strong enough to crush bone instantly. They are, biologically speaking, built for war. But power is useless if you cannot find your target. A Siberian tiger operates with senses that are finely tuned to the frequency of the forest. Their night vision is 6 times more powerful than a human's, thanks to a light-reflecting layer behind their retina, called the tapetum lucidum. In the blue twilight of the taiga, they see the world in high definition. Their hearing is equally specialized. They can rotate their ears like radar dishes to pinpoint the rustle of a deer's hoof against frozen leaves from hundreds of meters away. They aren't just muscle. They are a sophisticated biological surveillance system designed to detect the slightest heartbeat in a world of silence. How does a tropical animal, a cat, survive in the Siberian freeze? Evolution has crafted them into the ultimate winter machines. Unlike their cousins in Bengal or Sumatra, the Siberian tiger possesses a coat that is thick, dense, and pale. They have fewer stripes than other tigers, which helps them blend into the white and grey landscape of the snowy birch forests. Underneath this fur lies a thick layer of fat, up to 5 centimeters deep on their belly and flanks, insulating their organs against the biting wind. But their most brilliant adaptation is their feet. Their paws are massive, far larger than any other tiger subspecies. These paws act like natural snowshoes, spreading their weight over a larger surface area. While their prey sinks deep into the snow, struggling to move, the tiger glides over the surface, closing the distance before the victim even knows it is being hunted. In most ecosystems, there is one apex predator. But in the Russian Far East, 2 titans share the same throne: the brown bear and the Siberian tiger. This is one of the only places on Earth where tigers and bears coexist, and their relationship is violent. Records from the Sea-Côte-Alin Reserve show that tigers do, in fact, hunt bears. They typically target young bears or hibernating females, ambushing them in their dens. However, this is a dangerous game. A large male brown bear is one of the few animals capable of killing a tiger in a head-to-head fight. It is a clash of styles. The bear uses brute force and durability, while the tiger relies on speed, agility, and a suffocating bite to the throat. It is the ultimate battle for survival. And the winner is never guaranteed. The bear is not the only rival the tiger faces. There is also the grey wolf. Interestingly, in areas where Siberian tiger populations are healthy, wolf numbers often plummet. This is not just accidental, it is competitive exclusion. Tigers view wolves as direct competitors for deer and wild boar. A single tiger can decimate a wolf pack, not necessarily for food, but to secure its empire. Observations suggest that the tiger's presence actually changes wolf behavior, forcing them to live in smaller groups or flee the region entirely. In the hierarchy of the north, the tiger does not just sit at the top. It actively clears the field of any challengers. Hunting in these forests is difficult. The prey density is low, meaning a tiger might walk for days without seeing a single meal. failure is not an option. Because they lack the stamina to chase prey over long distances like wolves, Siberian tigers rely entirely on ambush. They use sight and sound, not scent, to locate their victims. They will creep to within 20 meters of a target, freezing mid-step for minutes at a time if the wind changes. When the moment is right, they explode. A Siberian tiger can accelerate up to 80 kilometers per hour in short bursts. But despite this power, only 1 in 10 hunts is successful. This means the king of the taiga spends most of its life hungry, constantly patrolling, constantly searching. To feed such a massive body, a tiger needs land, lots of it. A male Siberian tiger requires a territory of up to 1,000 square kilometers. That is an area larger than New York City just for one cat. They are solitary creatures. They do not form prides like lions. A male rules his empire alone, constantly patrolling the borders, marking trees with deep scratches and scent to warn rivals to stay away. If two males meet, the consequences are often fatal. The only time this solitude breaks is during mating season. But even then, the union is brief. The female raises the cubs entirely on her own, teaching them to hunt for 2 years before they are forced to leave and find their own frozen kingdoms. For the indigenous people of the Russian Far East, like the Udage and Nani, the tiger was never just an animal. They called him Amba, a guardian spirit of the mountains. To these people, the tiger was a god that demanded respect. They believed that if a tiger was killed without reason, the forest itself would take revenge. This ancient respect is perhaps what kept the species from disappearing entirely during the hardest years of the 20th century. Even today, in the remote villages of the Sikotai Alin, there is a lingering whisper of fear and awe when a tiger's footprint is found near a settlement. It is a reminder that we are merely guests in the tiger's kingdom. Today, the Siberian tiger is a symbol of power, but less than a century ago it was a ghost in a different sense. It was nearly gone. By the 1940s, due to relentless poaching and war, the population of wild Siberian tigers had collapsed to fewer than 40 individuals. They were biologically dead. But nature is resilient. Thanks to strict conservation laws in Russia and China, their numbers have slowly crawled back. Today, there are estimated to be around 500 to 600 Siberian tigers in the wild. They are still endangered, still threatened by poachers and habitat loss, but they are fighting back. The Siberian tiger represents the untamed spirit of the wild. It survives where we cannot. It fights battles we can only imagine. As long as the great forests of the East remain standing, the king will continue to reign. Thank you for watching this journey into the wild. If you are amazed by the power of the Amur tiger, hit that like button and subscribe to Wild Spirit TV for more documentaries. Which predator should we profile next? Let us know in the comments below.